Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. We're here to solve this full-rank Sudoku that I created as a practice puzzle for the upcoming WPF Sudoku Grand Prix organized by Croatia. And this is a very weird variance of Sudoku. Full rank means that, well, in the grid you have a lot of 9-digit numbers, those that are read from left to right, those that are read from right to left, and then top to bottom, and then bottom to top. So that's a total of 36 numbers. And then you can rank them in order, starting from the lowest. And the numbers that are given in the margin are just the position, the ranks among them. So this 9-digit number is the smallest of the 36. And this is not the highest, 35th, but almost the highest. So you can try this puzzle before watching me trying to solve my own puzzle. I put the link in the description to my blog entry. So let's begin. And something that has to be understood is that among the 36 numbers, 4 of them begin with a 1, 4 of them begin with a 2, 4 of them begin with a 3, and so on. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 begin with a 1. 5, 6, 7, and 8 begin with a 2. 9, 10, 11, and 12 begin with a 3. 13, 14, 15, and 16 begin with a 4. Now 17 begins with a 5, as well as 20, 19, and 18. And then with a 6, it starts from 21, 22, 23, and 24. Then 7 begins at 20, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Then 29 begins with an 8, as well as 30, 31, and 32. And starting at 33, they begin with a 9. So right from the beginning, those outer clues give us a lot of digits on the periphery. But I paid attention to not give all digits in the margin, so we will have to find them somehow. Well, first, let's do just some Sudoku. This row needs a 2, a 7, and a 9, but this is not a 9. This column needs a 4, a 6, and a 7, and this is not a 4. This column needs a 1, a 2, and a 5, and this is not 5. This row here needs a 1, a 2, and a 9, and this is not 2. So where else should we look? I'm seeing 9 and 8, which are not here but must appear somewhere in the column. So 8 and 9 in here, and here we need 1, 2, and 7. So that's a 7, and this is 1 and 2. And because those are 1 and 2, this is a 5, and I can remove this 5 option. There will be a 5 somewhere in here. Those digits here are 3, 4, and 6. And looking at this row, we can see that this is a 4. Now 5 and 6 here, 5 and 6 here, so we must have 5 and 6 in here. So this is from 2, 3, and 7. And is there anything else? This row needs 1, 2, 5, and 7. So this is from 1, 5, and 7. Those are from 2, 5, and 7. So all of this could be useful to find some hidden stuff at some point, perhaps. I'm not sure I can do much more with that. we will have to move to the real variance. 3, 5, 6, and 8. So 3, 5, 6, and 8. There are some restrictions on some digits, definitely. All right, so what are we looking for at this point? Well, this 32, for example, means that the number starting here is bigger than the number starting here. So this can never be a 2. This has to be a 7. So that this is a 6. And let's remove that. So this 32 is bigger than this 31. Where are the other 8s? So we have an 8 here. And this is definitely lower than the number here. So the number with 30 here should be between this number and this number. And we see that the digit here is not a 4 nor a 6, so it has to be a 5. So we can see that the ranks for the number starting with 8 are correct. Now, this column still needs 1, 2, 3, and 7, so that this is a 1. And the remaining 3 digits are 2, 3, and 7. And in this column, the 2 is in here, so this has to be a 9. That's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. And on this row, the 2 can only be here. So here we need 3, 4, 6, and 9. And I'm using all those pencil marks because 3 is removed from there, 9 is removed from there, 6 is removed from there. And that's already something. And I need a 5 on this row. And because of this 5 goes here. And this is from 4, 6, and 9. So I'm doing a lot of Sudoku logic, Sudoku pencil marking, but let's not forget that this is Sudoku. So 8, 7, and 9 here. 9 is not there. We will have a 1 somewhere here. Or perhaps I should just use coloring to just state the fact that all 8s here have been used to their full potential. That should be interesting. So let's get back to Sudoku. What do we see? Oh, and this is also from 2, 3, and 5, so that's not 3. All right, here we have a 2, 3, 5 triple, so that can't be a 5. 2, 3, 5 triple. Well, I'm not sure I can do anything better with that. So let's get back to the variant. Let's see the numbers in the corner. So this is 13, this is 15. So 1 doesn't work here. This number must be bigger than this one. So this is a 9. So that's 8, that's 1. That's a 9 here, that's not a 9 there. And we get the 1 in here. So this is 15, which means that the number which has the 16th rank must begin with 4 and 9. So where are the other 4s? And actually this 14 here, this number is smaller than this one, and we must have a 4 followed by 9, and then a number at least 6. And it will be either here or there. So we have 4, 9 here or 4, 9 there. So in both cases, this is not a 9. And on this row, the 9 goes there. 1, 3, 4, 8. Well, that's not so useful to pencil mark all of those. So we're not totally done with the numbers starting with 4. Still this 496 or 49 something to put, or 497 perhaps, to put somewhere in here. And now, about the corners. So this is 17, so this is the smallest starting with a 5. This is the biggest starting with a 5. We also have a 5 here and a 5 there. So 5, 4 looks possible if I put a 3 here and a 3 there. And it doesn't seem to be forbidden. So that doesn't seem to be the place to look. What about this 6? This 6. Yes, I'm saying this 24th begin with 683. If I try to make this an 8, that's 685, and then this number is bigger than this one, whereas the ranks say the opposite. So this is 7 and this is 8. So that's not 7. We have a 2-3 pair here, so this here must be a 1-8 pair. And I have a 3-4 pair in this column, so that's not a 3. So now 23 and 24 are okay. This is 21, this is 22. So this number must be bigger than this one. And this is the second digit, so this digit must be bigger than this one. So this is never a 7. And this is never a 2. This 2-3 pair makes this a 4. I get this 3 here. And this is just a 7. And it puts a 7 there. Well, the 2-3 pair also puts a 7 there. Alright. This 7 here makes this a 4, this a 7. Now let's recall that this 4 must be the beginning of the 16th number. So this number here must be bigger than this one, so this has to be a 9, and this has to be at least 6. But it can't be 7, it can't be 8, it can't be 9, so it has to be a 6. And look at that, 4967, 4967. So this digit here must be bigger than this one, which means that it's not a 2, it's not a 1, it's not a 2 either. And looking at what is happening here, we have the 3 there, the 6 here, 8, 5, 3, 2, 7, 1, 2. So 1 and 8 here, but 1 doesn't work because of this 2. That's the 8, that's the 1. And 5 here. This 5 makes this a 2. It disambiguates all of that. This column still needs a 9, and this is 4 or 6. So we're almost done, and this looks like a deadly pattern, but we have to disambiguate that. So can we disambiguate with the number starting with 7, or is it with numbers starting with 2? Well, let's see about the 7s. So let's say the numbers starting with 7s are here. Oh, this color is too aggressive. Let's say orange. So 7 here, 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 and here. So what do we have? 7539, 7538, 739. So this here is 26. So this has to be 28, which means that this digit here is a 6. And this is it. So this is a way of solving this, and there were probably other solving paths looking at other numbers. But I think this is a good sample of the kind of logic you can encounter with this variant. And it can be a confusing variant, but a fun one, I must say. And I really enjoy this streak. And in a puzzle with a lot of points, we can expect such a long string to happen with this ambiguation at this point. That would be very fitting for such a puzzle, I think. Well, thanks for watching this video. See you soon on SudoKanard.